Welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing something a little different from the norm, this 711L tools bundle that includes their Lollipop bit driver and EDC hex ratchet wrench. First and foremost, huge thanks to 711 Tools for sending this over for review. These pieces are an amazing example of top quality EDC gear for a reasonable price. Let me also state, if you already have a favorite bit driver, you could acquire either part of this bundle separately, but even if you do have a go-to driver, I'd still suggest adding the Lollipop to your collection. One thing I was asked to bring up is a bit of a misprint in the Amazon title for the listing of the driver by itself. It shows stainless steel red. Let me test with a magnet and show you that this is actually an aluminum driver. The interior piston is steel, or magnetic I should say, though they do offer stainless steel variants if that's what you're looking for. That said, let's get into the review. I'm going to start by reviewing the driver itself, and if you want to jump to the review of the EDC ratcheting wrench, click to this timestamp. The Lollipop driver will cost you $54.99 on Amazon, but if you bundle it with a ratchet wrench, you can get both for under $5 more at $59.90. As always, I'll have links to purchase the items in the video in the description below. The Lollipop driver from 711L is not only an incredibly functional tool, it is also super fidgetable with a very satisfying sound. This driver to me is a great example of when an artist is also an engineer. It looks good, it works well, and then it also has some added, almost hidden functionality. While it works quite well as a precision driver that takes quarter-inch hex bits that in and of itself allows for that much more torque to be applied than 4mm bits, there is an internal lever built into the driver that folds out and will allow for that much more torque to be applied. All of this is done while maintaining great ergonomics and looking good. It ships with a Phillips No. 2 that has quite a bit of magnetism when inserted, as the driver itself has a very strong rare earth magnet, although you will find this, along with the great tolerances, result in almost no play. Another thing that is less important to the overall value of this driver as a tool, but is oddly important to me, is the fact that they have a great design for their logo. I have no problem with manufacturers stamping their logo on products, but it's nice when you actually like the logo too. 711L says the driver is rated for 10 Newton meters of force, or in freedom units that's just over 7 1/3 foot-pounds. While this driver is not necessarily intended for double-ended bits, they do have a note on their site that a new version is in the works. These are also not intended to be used in live line work, as they are made of conductive metal. By default, 711 products come with a 3-year warranty, but as a nice perk, if you register your product, they extend it to a lifetime warranty, plus the registration process takes less than a minute. The 711L Tools Lollipop driver measures in at 82.5 millimeters, or 3.25 inches long, and 21.5 millimeters, or 0.85 inches at its widest point. It weighs in at just over 1.5 ounces at 43.5 grams without a bit. This is not only the perfect addition to your EDC toolkit, but also great for a bike bag or anywhere you could use a great precision driver with the ability to apply some added torque. I'm contracted to pull some network equipment out of a rack next week, and this is the only tool I'm bringing with me out of my car, and if all goes well, this is the only tool I will need. The other huge perk of the Lollipop driver is its accessory line, which includes this little hex end EDC ratchet wrench. If it wasn't readily apparent, this thing is tiny. Small as it may be, it retains all of the same high levels of craftsmanship and attention to detail as the Lollipop driver. Also, if you're one of those folks who likes to lighten their EDC toolkit with double-ended bits, this wrench allows for that and takes up a negligible amount of room. It too has a very great mechanical ratchet, which also has a bit of a fidget factor to it. I will say this does have a bit more of tolerance in the Lollipop driver, allowing for a tiny amount of play, but nothing of huge concern. The 711L EDC ratchet wrench comes in at 60 millimeters, or 2.36 inches tall, and 9.5 millimeters, or 0.37 inches at its widest point, and it weighs in at almost nothing at 19 grams. This is not their only thoughtful accessory either. They have another quarter-inch hex ratchet wrench that is even smaller than this one. They also have quite a few accessories that are assigned with a flat end to fit into certain Leatherman multi-tools. 711L also offers a very cool 2-in-1 extension that will allow you to attach not only quarter-inch hex bits, but quarter-inch square sockets. Seriously, so simple but so brilliant. All 711L products are designed and built in Taiwan. This brings us back to the ultimate question. Would I buy this bundle again? Without hesitation. I'm probably going to buy it for myself as a treat for others, and I mean, it works well for a gift for anyone who's a DIYer, someone who uses bicycles a lot, or any type of technician, from a mechanic to an IT guy like me. Be sure to head over to 711ltools.com and check out their entire product line, or you can find them on Amazon just as easily. Thanks to the fine folks at 711L Tools for sending this over for review. Thank you for watching. Carry on.